share English Premier no. I was reaching league in India. I was reaching because now we were Europa here Confederation Freiburg versus Aston Villa. Because so Aston Villa and English clubs and the only OBA here on Yaketwa. On saying Aston Villa here Freiburg.
Yes.
Or yeah, definitely and English clubs because you see the English league you know air cost with Yasina. One more organizing ye. Sure, Arsenal about 177 million pounds. 177 million pounds. One winning all. Barcelona near Barcelona and no 54 million euro. Barcelona and no 54 point something million euro. Barcelona one winning no. Barcelona now one winning with Spain. And no 55 million euro. But Arsenal just 177 million pounds. So it tells you English clubs and say they see sponsorship on the national scam send the ICI English clubs no wasoro.
The more de.
And why that? Of course Spain and Real Madrid near Barcelona. Real Madrid, Barcelona. At least for the past let's say 10-15 years. Sorry. Atletico never from Mubako. And tell me was a football no say the city yeah football no yaka you know Barcelona academy says I no can say one cry me before back from Nigeria back so free Senegal me very very good in fact speculation just said Nigerian you know and you better la me yama yeah 12 years Nigerian you know 12 years and then Senegal you know is around 14 years they believe that Senegal you know so no one year obeti me Ronaldo no
hey
yeah
Africa ipeja.
And so omo academy of Barcelona, La Masia. Enti who follow football na atinya information ni na. World Cup ya omo ba be kwesisi yan. Wouldn't say World Cup countries are. Omo peja World Cup no. Since 1930 no. Eya nwotwe pe.
Countries omo peja World Cup.
Eya nwotwe pe. European countries are omo peja cup no enum. South America, miensa. Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina. Uruguay, Brazil, and Argentina. Europe, Spain, Portugal, England in 1966. Then Germany, then France, then I think Italy. And 5. Now it's 8. Africa being near Bida, not even in 2010. Or born war Africa.
South Africa.
South Africa. Near Bida. Yenya Bida. I can say
the whole continent host the
Yenya Bida and Brazil since 1930. Brazil a kobi samfie na bia Brazil ko abesina ene.
On two muda
record on two muda. So sometimes football no you share na you follow na you di akira. Ni share na kana de beto ya hade no ho a ana me pesa mesada meka bisa
and so man for him said football administration wa ko muda o
I'm a call football so na ha hwe na no US or GS zaman like this US or GS finance hwe park pa o mo ball no so hwe dressing room zaman like for park zaman like one the country Ghana needs a park ni bi Timba Cooper in Egypt, Zamalek, na park no. Man be a friend of man, your friend in Ghana. Man out to gold, out to diamond, man then is Timba no. Only sa park in. Now, my venture professional before do baby a certain vias in the city. A professional share ni mu na before sabe ka friend.
Brain.
On the way. Zamalek in the US or GS, finance no, or mobile no Egypt. But Grenada no, a Champions League. A confederation no. The best start apa no manya venue no. Omo be start pe no manya venue no.
Abrofo no.
And the country na venue no ya dia utie ye na club no team kwa na ba finance dia. Na utie ye. But even to say England say am say dia finance dia Wembley. Etina park no nya o personal park. You see it? Among for I could have been Brema yet, Bibra now to be more finance. Zamalek in the US or GS, no, no kwa bono Zamalek for krom fana match wo hwe VR pa hwe atibisa sisire wo bebre pa asise ba bi se bo pishi obi kura wanye hwe no mra so se me abibra ngadem dem apagya mensa maba mabu me ni gidie me ni ani daso maba mabu hwe na no games ya ye no Ghana ai bi se communicate kura wie no wa bisa se na me toss se. So I think that look, if you want to reset Africa, you must reset Africa very well. Because leaders here I will the bebre motromojo. Bebre motromojo. Bebre not fit to be leaders at all. What we never visionary. About 80%, 90% of African leaders, you know, past and present, what we motromojo. What did they be a year? On the Muana, Wababa Mampany, Wabe regional minister, Wabe MC, Wabe DC, Wababe, we are ready by a BB, so that is the foot a little about football. Some but tell me caucus. Remember tradition, history. Answer and saying yet to say a could dear. Omubeshi and I could deal Makosi Hanam. I'm the Baba Abachu 2-4. I think that possibly be a best Monday. I'm gonna so or more. I interesting look at baby or hand many academics because I could dear the Radina Bano minimum. Now, are you for so family no minimum? I bet no go family no.
Center bed
for so minimum. Woman as say Omonka home, by minimum. What I say now, or more mobile so minimum. Na manager will say eventually I could dear benya hene because I could never that hot chest. I am a hard. What I say, I could never that hot chat. Oh yeah, case as a lawyer, oh yeah, case that's a fast too no. Now we need the occupant of the golden stool, they act occupant of the stool, they acting. Unya hokeka say oh eti akrodie makwaba
abeg nego ajagraja
papa so wadi akonya ne dawo
ajagraja mo obusia
ajagraja
odi for ajagraja
good ajagraja me chia papa so now agona so de no mani age what agona for case bia me ye ama o ma high court kuma se ha efa abrosa no bi udura duma udura duma bo so flag sisi animu anim aya ultra jabaho na ko anim kakra we send fa so
okay
agona for dia me ye ho case wo court
okay
enti ama ye case na yegusu anti tambia na me hia hema na mara na hema wa fa hina mantama o case ya me mejedi na me na kansra nyame adagoma nipa na wa modele so ba so me yonko pa me yonko in 2010 na me kota maleko di MPP for boys na sem no
nine
okwa wo lawyer beje na fa top true yeah fly from tamale nene dia
sir
yes my life for spending the life package here tamale yeah a successful businessman with tamale so myself I owe him gratitude. Now I think that the party New Patriotic Party so e bia nim na omunimu a hene nya politics there na me de gira fidie so aka we owe him great amount of asidapa that's yeah agona hene no that's your some that's your kudonto say wa betra okonfa noche buam amompon stu akoya ni sa na dio
amompon
konfo anoche amompon stu wa ba betra so ye mo akwa na hwe sa ye tata sa boy sa na wasi aboy wo watermelon namba no o man bibi to petro no we so namba mam de na dem pasase mba no wa mame asase
na kala be na kakra
na so ma pebi
mame no pebi mame
another chieftaincy issue that is Bian Kwanta and so my boss number breku more pa and e breku ndia kra me yakra ma ne ko bobe 8 because you be suan there Bian Kwanta so to say that David na me can say ya do too for ase say no it is established say Bian Kwanta e ya wompifo but it's a tete for na press conference manya bia me pasa me de Mohammed Sunday as a lawyer, professional lawyer, I must act professionally. Eti my clients now won't pay for no. When coming beyond a certain limit, I must act professionally, behave professionally, act ethically and reasonably. So, the term for a press conference. But you see, let me put it on record. History. The term for no history, no better also. There a point in time, I could never call member ho. Member, member. So the Boache Tramona ou Enche Biano. And I check, I am member from. And therefore, the fact that the term for Nadia Kunyani be done, it doesn't make them royals as such. That is chieftaincy. In chieftaincy, no, estopelin.
What did be done? Just say
it makes you a royal. You do Blacum Dianoa. When I send me prepare.
Situation be to me, bet you will be a bit.
But me see a do Blacuma, a benya dissuadian pa, dissuadia pa, a do Blacum Dianoa. Now, so the giant quantum member channel, a lot of history. If you go through the history books, and send a baby year press conference, the Cranoma Cano has a point in time, no. Member be a Quinian be a member. And it was a bit to it was about 100 years. Everything was more than 100 years. In fact, Sunani Domasi, a real Domasi and Anua Dabea Jordan. A real Domasimo, a Bayer member for 125 years.
That's right.
A Bayer member for 125 years. You know? And so in law, in custom and history and in law, no, a Bayer member Nasadian cry. Meret menini meye adesiga. What in the metro was saying? Yabeja said in law, in history, in custom. Some member no akonyani baye member ja. No matter the years. And we have to see there 124 or 125 years after 6 November 1900. 6 November 1900. It was only in 2024 or 2025. Now, certainly declare Kunyano as they call the Royal Kwanachiranum family. The Kwanachiran, the last this year, Pano Kwabrachirano, our Mukuno, 25th November 1900. No. 2-3 days later, now the back uncle and Kokachira, and this one says, Way, Mpapa with ya, Mumma India Kuyan name Shabo. No, this one can say, oh, ya pencil, a diaconiano. No, called diaconiano. So from Quackranum, Santina, Nana Robin, near friend of Nana Henne, Nana Robin. No, Domasi, a friend of Nana Henne, a young man in a ma, a Nana Henne, Nana Robin. And this Nana Robin, I know what Domasi. Tell my back, no, papa. Nana Robin, no, mammy, papa, no, quadrature. It's Nana Robin, mammy, never friend and talk. One to the papa. You see? And therefore, since Kwan Kunainum from November, let's see, 2025, 124, 125 years. I could do man. And therefore, say, because yes, I know a man here. The man here can say, oh, young folk could not come up with natural software. From some you had one with a member of the that as I say, finally, back at the year, but we are better a quam natural software. So say, him, I could be better. Into the measure. Sana Dian Quantasso, him, I could be a wumpy for no. The rightful family, no, Baba, no matter the number of years. Now you can remember Kuma, whenever you're the Shandian power. Was an anno Brekum, Himano, Baba Manshia, and I ran near Corso. Nana Hima, why you nipper all about the band samba, why you nippy, other, now you want it, other Mary Asante. Baba Jeso, or 2 for Bisa, Crontine, Crontine, or Huasanka. Ole say but I want some kind. Ole me new one some kind.
I saw no cry when na couldn't tell say
I crash on no case na kunta. Now let's be very honest and sincere. Moment hwani yenka nokre. Otomfo kra ya ade. Asantema no ya ade. Manhia ya ade. Be ya ade pa. They were very magnanimous. Why? Brekom kesi. Na ano de e ba yi. Enye the first time aba manhia. In 1941, Brekom ahinsa no ba sa. Ni bebedi no wo manhia ha. In 1941, ni bedi ye no. Bebia se Brekom dishia konya no. Eye koraso fodia. Brekom dishia konya no. Eye koraso fodia. Koraso fone asokore mampomfo no. Asokore mampom. Beko adikra wo no of 1818. Baba no. Ne be ye se binum banka ha. Ne be ntete. Se ba se German fo no. German fo no. Beba se bebe ko. And when the Ashantis went and defeated the Dinkra. Koja Dinkra in 1818. Ne be ka se bebe ntina ho. Eti baby abedi kan ntina ye. Ne fra ho awasu.
Okay.
Ne Brekom dini Brekom no maye. Ne dini Brekom na maye. Na betra awasu no. Na be firi ho ne be ba papa ase. Ne be firi papa ase no. Ne be ko akrofrom. Ne be firi akrofrom no. Ne be ba Brekom. Brekom no dini Brekom no ba the second Brekom hene. Okay, say kire di abo. Second Brekom hene. Ne friend kire di abo. But ya wasu baba papa ase ba ko akrofrom. Ne be tu bae. Ba bia be bae no. But had ya wo bre na wa kum. Ane ko fa dini Brekom e bae. So the dini Brekom no eye kire di abo. Then so that the first chief no, of Brekom no properly speaking no so free awasu no proper first Brekom proper chief no eye amankona dia wuo ono ye korasofo asokorefo no bia. Then the second chief kire dia abo. You see amankona dia wo fase pa ne kire dia abo.
Okay.
Now kire dia abo wu ye no na be ni mema mpanfo ho ndi be ko fa amankona dia wo ba kwan dia wo was the third Brekom hene. So mpapa no makonya die mo bero o papa konya ne fa. So the third Brekom hene no anya royal this year koraso for no bia. And every was for more than 100 years.
That's right. Hey, they move up.
So it was in 1941. Nobody has said no after the restoration of 1936. Nobody has said no Mensia. Nobody ya never can say Brekom murder any member joining in ano. A crash of for no dear.
I said Brekom wa medja and I want medja.
I said Krobia murder hima member joining never quiet. So I'm called 90 we call Bechino. Never anybody akonya na from there say memfa say 18 something. So even 18 by 70 to 1941. Yeah, 1870 to 1941. The non-royals,
proper this year.
Panbedia from 1870 to 1941. Et the baby had no addition di no. Bekwa better yam fa konyane mabe.
I asked them.
And therefore, when they started with this born champion in 1950s, you know, the Brekom ahemfuna hono. Baba, bidumba manshia bedi fontino. Wa munu hu se banfa be wan kokan born champion no a. Bakonya no.
Ayira.
Ebe hwere. So they aligned themselves with the born champion. So you see, on 9th February 1951, The Brun champion, best at Yana Beck and best at Yabank. But the Bansasha Kratase, 9th February 1951. Our Techiman. That you are winning another affair that nature of Brun champion. The start of Brun champion, Yabako, starting from the 1950. So that was why our restoration. I believe the correct is a table we say in 1935 restoration or the media member cancer and my home.
On the auction hunter.
Auction hunter. A bit of home. Now, so Brekum was forced by circumstances to join the Brun champion no signatories now on Mrs. Sanya 9th February 1951. Brekum Koka home. Now, Brekum Koka on I just said, but now then people were giving stories. Baba Kumasia, Bebuba, Baba Kumasia, Babua, they were just formulating stories to tarnish the image of the Asante man and then the Asante form. And there were some few stools. And that in 1951, 9th February 1951, Baba Sensan, Doma in Kroka, leading. Suma hinkro drobo domase kwase preku brekum tachiman abase. These were the principal architects of the Brun champion.
Okay,
you understand? Then subsequently abase bepe region afofo binim beka ho bi afofo binim so tie benuan afofo binim atua. But I mass antimine. Kukum from Pong. No for Sujabo, Bechem. So now I'm running in another friend Western Ashanti. So I'm running in another friend Western Ashanti. The name Western Ashanti no stop here on 8th April. I don't know, 4th April. So 3rd April 1959. 3rd April 1959. I want to do Abramabo Dumian Pet. Like I said, didn't change the bro. I have. You follow it? Good. So, Brekum, some believers say, Brekum, there's nothing wrong about that. But you cannot distort the history of Brekum. You cannot, under no circumstances whatsoever, can you distort the history of Brekum. So I agree. Brekum signed 9 February 1951. But later events, what happened? Now, about say, Brekum himself, a court, a regional execution, a national execution, and a call Supreme Court. A yadana Brekum himself, a court. After the decision in 1941, now Baba other group for very Yampere, Yamfakonyana Mama, Yampere, Yantiase. It was until 1974. Now this year, no, as a correphone, Crasophone, Benya Kunyano. What I said, 1974, the Queen Mother. It's a great mother in no. I don't know the they said the Baba to baby, as I said. So him away our honor, you're not in any names and the mammy, and answer Nimian. Or not a ball whom other party say him away our bay. Him away making a prip, something about in a terminal. A terminal bed in about boy. Just because one she has stood her grounds where Gina painting. Now the argument is that nobody come at the security dozen. Now the security dozen tip that boy. Look, once again, this is Franco history. Brekum before Amankuna dia wo, then Chiledia bo, then Kwan dia wo no ye back bedia kunyano. Ebinum ya dance for a dance because binum no Amankuna dia wo. Ene chere dia bo no binum wara dance for ma nti kwan dia wo no no ye akamamre no ya dancing.
Okay.
No di ni papa kunya. Then with passage of time no, royal family no ebe ye 9. Koraso phone. Pepase. The biani ha then abontema. Koraso. Pepase. The biani ha abontema. These were the 3 gates.
4.
4. So when they came to, and the truth of the matter is that it is only the Koraso phone na ye royal. 3 no nyina ye memaga. And therefore, in law and in chieftaincy, no, memaga miansa no matter the years, entimi nane meye adisiga. What in your making? Good. And the Baba original house. Baba original house, no, na for yapia. O for yapia. Senasi krunti hene. E senasi hene. No ye krunti hene. So krunti hene, adonte hene, I think a 4 hene. No mosamane ye. No mosamane. Na no kwamia. Nyewa unu. Asa ne bane heman. Akwamia na atipim hene agimanjaw. Na hene ba akoka ho. Na Leo doctor na wawunu. Good. So when they went to court at the original house, now no for their piano argument they say brekum addition no ye 9. Na akwamia ene Leo no ben be ya addition pa ben be koraso fo no akwamia na edi akonya no na di Leo no ni nuaba ma Leo no abaya hene. The argument was that oh asabi na baye ena mumu banya akonya no bi diye enti abontema babia ni ha ene pepaase no ayememega. So ya kan this year abontema pepaase babia ni ha no ayememega no ontimi fa meto korasofo awasu korasofo asokore mampofo no ye ho asambi ni baye na ma mo no mu binum no mo nananom binum nya bi edi ya no mo kreti akonya banya this year sa. And that position no, because they were arguing it from the decision of the 1941. What happened at Menchia? And the original House of Chiefs, you know, Ejitum. So Yajitum say, Brekuma Konyano, Chochom tradition pan, a crasso forno, a Kiamiano, and a Leonuma. Now, a son said, I bought my phone be a DB. Babia ni afọ no bia dibi. Papa asefo no bi no ma dibi nti. Mo de mama ya nti ase. Na se korasofo no bi bedi akonya na oni ho a. Na me ansa no 3 other days no. Ya ma bi ni so chance. Na just say be rotate. That was the decision of the original house. Anna ofori apia no nka se o ya nti ase mo yi afiri mu dia ya nti ase. Wo mo ya api. Anna akwamia no ne Leo no so beso be ya appeal cross appeal say ye de ne ejuna ya ne say de shikuo no ye ba ko pe ene korasofo no nko. So when it came to the National House of Chiefs no na National House of Chiefs no ka say the original House of Chiefs no mata ho na ba de ba ta ho no enye ne kwanso a eti brekuma konya no de tinton tan eye
amiyanum dia
yamfa entwitwahu bia ema. Then ofori apia bio again senase ofori apia kronti hene ene ahemfo no bi ka ho ane adonten no be ya appeal to the Supreme Court. And what happened on 17 December 2017 ana besa tie fo muntie ni yi mo twa so mo ntro 17 December 2017, the Supreme Court of Ghana, in the Supreme Court case titled Nana Ofori Apia and Others versus Nana Ekuya Amiahene and others. Nana Ofori Apia and others versus Nana Ekuya Amia and others. And the suit number near J2/02/2017.
Hey. No, yeah, no.
J2/02/2017. Judgment delivered on 17 December 2017. Supreme Court Quorum. Atuguba. Bafuboni. Poor Amine. Apau JSC. Anabako Kahan. And the judgment was delivered by Apau JSC. Yapau.
Justice Yapo. Our retirement.
Our free circle, but do. And it's very instructive and educative. So be a copper judgment and carry. And here's our by a lawyer. And here, unko suku krada, ma obam pebi ma no fa to ho. Na be kira wa hensam. In that judgment no, that's your podcast. Do for cheer, and then show me da.
And none of them.
Near justice your power chance, about him, baby, and papa so from. What dear Quenian be a cho, Moya yo, and mamma yet. Truly, cho at this year.
Hey, judges, so.
And that is true, that is the law. That is the law in chieftaincy. In chieftaincy, estopel in Santana Mampong, KCBC Mampong. In 1985 or 86, Obiri Boahen Mampong Konya, near Franny Gatti. Na Konyana Mampong Bedi, nobody on your this year. Then they started the matter. No mood in traditional council, Gatti D4. Our mood in Ashanti region has Gatti D4. A national has Gatti D4. It could do Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court said that once you are not a royal, when you're this year, somebody got a demon for Konyan best 8 years old. Supreme Court said, when you're this young one, dear, would didn't say that in chieftaincy, that is the position of the law. Once you are not a royal, you can never be a royal. No matter the years. To say to see the year, once it is now established, sir, other groups no nya addition. So once it was established on 12 December 2017, say abotima papa se baby ani ha banya addition betim di brekum akonya no de. Tin time. Certain American say Otumfo was magnanimous. Asantuma was magnanimous. Manshia was magnanimous. Never mind kwane. Baba mu. Monko kan. Monko baba mu. Monko. No. The Supreme Court decision in that case now is simple. And it's simple that so when you crash as a mampong, I was so for me. Aswakware mampong phone bia. What mean ya konya? Brekuma konya. So ka Otumfo should have better than Otumfo or per se.
Or Asumdweba.
And therefore, Otumfo was even magnanimous. Because straight away, and to him and call na, because on call finding yan by him, yambere, didn't anybody. Now what you say will be that? What you say will be that? Baba ya this yakunyan. So, what you have not a won't can addition. Na so bi uba no ho kakra kra ya boti mani we ya papa sini we ya baby ani hani krampa. By the 1941 decision at Manshia and by the 12 December decision 2017 by the Supreme Court of Ghana at Tuguba and you know monka hu bi na da na rasta man bia kwa gina say na no yanso no o hwe video na me man nan bi ba ko so a ohene bi nobody say kare. I mean, that is an insult. That is an insult. For how long can they continue to have a crowd there? Yeah, bonofo, mpe, social media. Yeah, bonofo, mpe, penana jansatabi. What is going on in the Bono region? And somebody should tell some people. What is going on in the Bono region? Bono region now, Bono and Bono is no. And ya kuro baako, and ya konya baako region. And I've been saying this. Madam in fact, when some babaka. Mega said the Bono region, Banafo, Menjefo, what do you mean for Menjefo and Banafo? Bono region, more for Bono region, Fantrafo, Bono region, Baba Bono region, Nafana Fo, Bono region, Nafana Fo. What I say, Bono region, Asantifo, a Riadomase, Quachuma, Burekum, Bay Asantifo Bantamafo. So, how do you make that with due respect, unacademic or unacademic statement say, Bono region, ya Bono? Can I say, so, and you say, yeah, emotional, and be honest and sincere. And I've been saying this because I break my question here. Yam pene, ya bon for the ya peno, ya pe na na jansa tabi. Na bon for na si hinema the same brekum. Abron for na si hinema brekum. Why this unfortunate or unacceptable conduct in the Bono region? And it's going on. Mampanyin nka, Minister for Security nka, Prosecutor nka, Soldier panyin nka, MP nka. Bravo MP caucus. So your voter region, and I can tell you, the bravo caucus no, and come back as a but by a D, whether MPP or NDC, by a D. Near question say better than better. It is quite terrible. So break on say no, now call social media. There's a lady be also the Joyce upon or something. And I break my son, please, Professor Joyce, let me tell you, let me very blunt. So we didn't break my son, copy the Supreme Court decision titled Nana Ofori Apia and others versus Nana Equia Mehere and others. Supreme Court decision delivered on 12 December 2017. Sealed to number J2/02/2017. We are rubber, Copecani. Penkani. No benya se be ye prepreja
enya fe lawyer Nana Obiri Boahen no na yesua ahensemu abakosem kakra na yesua tetesem
kama me de ketua bi taso
me pa chofa taso ma me
hwe this brekum case brings us to the issue of the ekoso wa krupon osa de ye ekropon kuapem krupon.
Okay.
They say that grappling case, and can this about now talk about what? It is true. Say, Hono, a cropon crew, one, a action of work for. But when they were going to fight in Tokano against a cromphone, a crapping for near cromphone, one quachim of work, I go catch her or hino, so on Wabe, on mobile soldier for. No man offers service suffering. Suffering ko boa won e na omne akwamfo no konye enya ma akwamfo no dwane ba eastern region fa ha no so ba wie ye no na wamo nipa bebre aka ba bi ne ba be ntua beka ne ba na nipa de be na disika ato so and de mu medi akonya no kakra akwapemfo na dwen se wa hwa na akwamfo no ba organize na ba bio enu nti na omoma akwapemfo. And that led to the birth of the Abutachi Accord in 1733. Abutachi who call a crowd horses, a sofa buri, a quackropoa. But that's your history, Mamma per a yano.
Mamma can
Abutachia, Lawyer Obiri Boahen, there be a cord on by but to two firm. Nobody are born and in China. It is said that born in China, Free. Now, a chum phone, but the Kunyana Mabe. Now born in China, so it is free dabe. That is why we call it the Abutachi Accord in 1733. Now, ama achim fono edi akonyano. Somewhere along the line, in around 1959, 50, 60, 58, 59, 16, pinche be by. Because some of them, they are creating for being false. Oh, my visual child from 1733 there. Now, but Monco. Pinche, no, Dr. Nkoma, Moya committee be, or me. So they all signed. And then they go for LI 32 by LI 32 of 1960. And they say, Akonyano Yebero Titi. Yawa Sachibia, Yawa Amoja, then there's then Nkatia, Ya Sachibia, Amoja, then Katia, or Nkata. We knew what we saw him. So the Acropondiano, in Canadian talk about why. At the time, Akonyano toy and SSABN. At that time, the Abruatia and the time, so near friend of Lily Ajaman. And Lily Ajamano, Oko ye, Osia Yakosia Kufi. And therefore, honestly speaking, Osia Yakosia Kufi without prejudice is the proper nominated person. Proper. Nobody a man so gingam no abesine. Ah na no okwakoye so for Yakufu okobo no mrahena binumbala bempene. I think that we need to be fair and honest in this country. Woman can okra ma ya kan okra eye. Na Lily Ajamano de kwasi Yakufu no ba no. Na binuma kwa sha say yempene. Ah, where yen tokwa? There is a document LI 32 of 1960. Obia Jinasu Gonja was written document.
Yabaso,
I have 5.
Yabaso, the right time.
Ubako Wasipe, Ubako Bipe written. So Eden Akropong
Eddie.
a man swam by Sabatas.
Well, the jury said they were king. Nanam Bakosro to one of the Bakosro and Sabon with the Runamum.
Because Akonya 3 cases. Everyone a member to hop. To be from member before baby back. And here 1 case.
Tempera.
A bishop or honor not cat.
A cadaho.
At the hole. Indeed, no Baba Tiakan. Or Befa Kunyam. What I see. Never were a sembin tea.
Bibi fufuro bia
there's a history of Akonya bia. Manu say Odru say or Baba no be ma pa. Akura no be. Adi shepa no. So they felt say, oh, no man fa Akonya no ma o ma ye no mo na ma na o mo kan ye ho no kakra.
Twi a ho konko
sa.
Yetiesi yi niam awia.
And you have this in S.A. Brober's book. Law and Chieftaincy of Ghana. Kope Brobe book no kane.
Megini se obaba na dia ba be wuram da foforo. Nti ene yenko we mu kakra. Na lawyer na Obiri Boahen na atene nkanom State of Ghana e wo want to me television. Na me nda bia se ya ne ye no na yesua de ye kwa ahensem mu ya na ba ye yakọ sports mu kakra. Yakọ football mu, yakọ foreign local no na etifa ho kakra bi na yakọ chieftaincy mu. Kaka siadi wum anokra wuram ya bebre na baby a ye kosese a no ye beko omamu nsem a ye kokoso na ewura politics kakra na yesuade e wo ho ndikoso na ne yentena me say akakra amana bo nonkono a easy waterproof paint ebeba na nonkono no gba sports ebeba na sabredi e state of Ghana mama ba obedi GH bomadi na yi abronye video no mai kakra ne nhwa de na afi yemfa eno enhyase o abronye video no bomadi na kwa me no ono MCR wo free court ba na ne ho kani aso no fe
no bodyguard Ibrahim
okay
good that I remember on Wednesday no. The require on Wednesday, no, like I said, state no, yes, sir, or file affidavit in opposition. Until young train now, or Monsieur Yawadan. So, Monsieur Yawadan, so nice and back, and me too, me barber, Russia, come with doctors. So I had to. It here for cram ko be a nice also. Echo Chiano and Trase Manu Kunai. And it was very good, very, very good. It was in high spirits. And Nairan saw lawyer Portia. Obia Shianamun Kanchan said, Obiri Boahen Busia, say lawyer Portia, that was a
interestingly, also on a law. Nairan lawyer. Said you're a practicing lawyer. And the Mobush Yenimudi and I just said, lawyer Bush.
It was very nice, and I think that I'm more PNI for because I think that condition made the choir make sure Madame in Guinea because he in Guinea so also permission missions power your
song
and Tianza. Me kakria primacy me. Na suma ya na chow. Na suma ya na chow.
Na suma ya na chow.
At the BNF, they were very good, very good. Conditions over there. Look, I think that Ghana we need to be honest and sincere. So BNI reception is quite different from the reception you get from the police. Yes.
What's the foreign in part of it?
Yes. The BNI reception, look, if you go to BNI, you meet the officials, you meet the officers, and also things because you call BNI, but be a bronyan one animal. And can you be a mean covered? You call remind and come to conditions in your come on.
Well, my kind NCB. Now, none of the person sees the hospitals, the mama, district municipals. No, the idea, Kodru. Na ne kwado se nka yemfa ne meto MC na o no o he hospital na do esia ma no na no akwado se yemfa ne meto onyare yensu.
And then when I issue mesana da o ma se beda NDC abai o ma ya de ama na mfe no later part of MPP abai no me call BNI office in Kalkudi, but NDC abai me call BNI in Kalkudi no ba ya decorations na ma na ye fe. Why you fat? Eti, don't pay for and catch the baby. How you fat? And I think that the NDC government has done well. Now, my son said the best I'm be in the office now. But my police station is swinging. And maybe the police are prepared to do that. But the point is that young voters can my and find and when you go to Kalkudi, BNI, fantastic. When you go to BNI head office at the immigration, fantastic. Reception, cordial. Arrangement, cordial. Treatment, fantastic. You come to Kalkudi, order about person. And sana waba Kalkudi. Fantastic. Reception, arrangement. Oh, very beautiful. When you say, car resetting, not here.
Any I'm quite omenya plus.
How quite resetting. Oh, better be enough for us. And you know, the young men over there, who know the men,
that be.
Now, when you are MPP for NDC for, that's the many. Like I said, yes. Until I saw your MPP on NDC, that's how the whole thing ought to be done.
But the bit of what? Just said, we're being a criminal, beyond the truck.
I don't behave what is a police for.
I'm not American.
And I am inclined to believe, I think, this is my personal opinion. I believe, sir. What my form will be in about 90% graduates.
Yeah.
Everyone
was a political.
Yes, I'm imagining about 90-95% of BNI employees, my interaction with them. So many years, and man who said, "Oh, me a professional." Because
of world friend,
MPP, NDC time, BNI, Nina Beshiano, who say our party A or party B.
Na ti say na no wo mo chinchina no wo person mo fa chema wontumi kwi na ya say national security officer bi o say me journalist where is my uniform na say na your journalist uniform na just say wonim ne wo ye we party ni bi ne afa de na ba she na tade
he may be
and obey
that buga class of BNI.
There be BNI, National Security for Police.
BNI, BNI, BNI,
what is police? One more, you do joining police. What is a party for me? I say, my ba. What live near war bay? I said, Monco, no did money.
I think that the time has come. But I say,
what is your uniform?
We must take a second look at the recruitment into the security services.
And this is for media or Momunya.
Media, say, whether it is MPP in power or NDC in power or whoever is in power. Marason, can it be no way school elementary from far? Utimia Prosico, Unya Sojako, Unya Fire Service. And Marason said, all these institutions, young Pejamu, to say Ghana Revenue Authority. What I say? GRA, no. Young Pejamu, it should be graduates.
Now, lawyer, even Nippon class here, Fanwa, even the qualifications, sir, were yet senior high school new, said you knew, young training no. Now, one woman here, warrior.
So, another comes, you see, go to enlightened countries in Libya. Yafawa, Ebu Albeko training for 3 years.
Yeah.
So, after SHS, if you want to go to the university, who call university, no, not professional person who would know, and on our year course for 3 years. Level 1, level 2, level this. Good. That is why you should do not. Yakofo be police or kopo alungu and or ko asan training 6 months. What are you churning out? You can't churn out good materials. Now can president NPP president Osoro if you say himself or deba Baban Cortesian no Bento Mano or your NDC president Osoro. But the time has come, we should call a spade a spade. Canino, never eat your fian be a swan or the namcrum, never need your feet and find swan for crew. So a near master's son. And therefore, we should be bold enough, young free tertiary education. These are some of the things I tell President Mahama on. We don't require free senior high school. Also, by your free tertiary. This is a free tertiary. Recruitment into police, immigration, fire service, prisons, acquire SHS. Tertiary. So 3 years. Obeko GRA, 3 years. Police, 3 years. Prisons, 3 years. Fire service, 3 years. Army, 3 years. Society is changing. And our leaders should learn how to move. Also, now, because NIB or BNI for no, because our reception, we are fantastic. Both MPP and they're fantastic. And I got say, they can crouch in, majority of them are graduates.
Yes, maybe who said not just being a graduate, no. You're training no.
Said you're training no ama or yeah, say.
Only me a
interviewer.
Yes.
Who say me MPP ni and this.
Say near trouble, but at least na juma yemuno.
No, both Kandapata Miko BNI for the reception was fantastic. Where to some reception was fantastic. This is what we need to do as a country.
Number kick.
Okay. I'm back for call back. We are better than a quabisha, but a caribero a prison. I could be not sure about Takari. So, yeah, video, but a prison. No, well trained professional policeman should be seen dressed like that.
Maybe I'm not announcing the investigation. Or hiding there.
So let's come back to Kwamba for the experience. I'm a medal lawyer for us, and people for so yeah, our General Secretary, Nana B. And a lot of them very fantastic. How are Kusin? Oh, I'm not for by. So that's the now I'm quite. So as a lawyer, what do we say? Now we are to go to court on 27th or 27th day a holiday, so it will be 28th. So we may go back to court again. But once again, policy for we oppose the application. I am also saying that the time has come. Police prosecutors should be lawyers, qualified lawyers, who are policemen, who should be prosecuting cases.
Or even also in your law background, kakra. So even qualified.
And then LLB. Or an LLB.
Yes.
What I say, no, Nyan Bielna. We should, as a country, find us a marathon. So, prosecuting be obeying how prosecute to be a
law background. Yes.
LLP. Because a lawyer, prosecutor, a lawyer for the
yes.
So, why are they sidelining the lawyers? Why don't they appoint the lawyers to be prosecuted? What is happening? You go to Attorney General's office, they go maybe 6 or 7 years back. You go to Attorney General's office, Kumasi. Now some year 21. Now my 17. My 17. Number 4. The country is sick. The country is ill. Man yade. Man or yade. Man yade. So coming back to Kwamba for the so we go back. And there have been a lot of arrests. No, me, my advice is that, for goodness sake, ma obia nka kasanchi anye. Ma unfa hun to NDC. Why? Take the track record of the NDC. From CPP to NDC. It is a party conceived out of violence, born out of violence, nurtured out of violence. So for them, the buga talk. Don't say NDC Sami Jamfi Kawe, Philosophy Kwachi Kawe, we the same. Ningo pram.
Sam George.
How can we?
What dear?
Arrogant.
Sam George dear.
Unrepentant, arrogant.
Oh no, say
the posture. Why? Because now only abana.
Oh, sorry.
Come on. When you are on piano, my power. You
who oppositioner say minister so also conduct 2 years as minister.
For goodness
Now be interest what the man no. What does so that's about we
maybe on Ghana history in chariot. Zalaringo was the minister for Western Housing. Kwame Nkrumah time Zalaringo. When Kwame Nkrumah was in Hanoi, better buy your so Zalaringo was him. Two second again Zalaringo. And so actually Zalaringo no fine. Krabadi say, other Kwame Nkrumah the Nkrumah never dies. Akwaje 1958 PDA. Kwame Manamra so kwam actually Akwaje became a victim of PDA. Kulungungu bombo 64. One more first trial. Akwaje tell you the mafia na HH crab. So no condition is permanent. From until that. So I would advise the MPP from be very careful and mindful of your comments.
Ayi Sam George asema okay me opposition na me penasem papa na me penasem esan ne niema bi na me ka asese ya onokwafo oba pa we mu sese papa we me frame hono abo na me ya based on ne niema bi
na want to say me okafa na nado o say na nado is a spoiled kid or spoiled child. President, no point. I say, president, I say, oh yes, it's a spoiled kid, a spoiled child. President, I say, I block the road. No, come on. Someone from one to NDC for. People come on TV stations, FM stations, they did tractioning in a I'm gonna need a drink and Jimmy. These are some of the words of NDC. NDC chief communicators. Asatiniajim, Nkraniajim, Amunaniajim, Wayajim.
Now, President Jakokase Nkranfo here, Kenkini Dokono. No, here, digitization.
So, some of us equalization, I'm betting. The NLM, National Liberation Movement, and the Northern People's Party, they were all born out of what? The word democracy don't move for. And they involve a united party. So I would DNA some of the one charity. What is that of your Fabuzianum? JB Duncan did the attender. What is that?
Ghana cried.
But you heard about Jerry John Rollins referring to Jim Makpala. Jerry John Rollins on platform, simply me Jim Makpala. And in what in ever a Jim Makpala. I can say, so we are in Pabone and any perform. So right from the word go, the pedigree, the record of the MPP, and any NDC. MPP for record free senior high school above. agenda 111 abam NDC ni pro policy bia
but
Mahama na tim ka say MPP apaki court of pro MPP judges
edu be kura ofre MPs no say balonies
Supreme Court NDC 14 ka chan say unanimous FC
obi so ko kabi chana no ko chano
kwasha the muntia train sama bekan so I'm advising the MPP for and said look I say me better na hay nipa bebre bi ko social media be di matam na nsan yakwa bi all of the BB pisia o kan bibi Obiri Boahen destroyer of bono na me answer me pen background na check here akwa no gina varanda bi so ne mpaboa no kura a hye no benkum ko na nifa so nko na o hye nika bi na hankaji funa kan tete ne friend Siman Jole no o di bi a hye ni botom nimre we di matam. Listen to the insults. Now say ba ko be say an asate hene we are an if you ever pam we are ye be ma prosper one here he had the city hwan say mom kan if ajekum kofon sam ya wo mom kan fa ajekum kofo hin one MPP ni panyin bi beka sa asem da but they are cheering them on monkan sayo monkan for goodness sake. Don't descend into the gutter. You are doing well. But please, be mindful of your... Man can say you descend into the... Don't descend into the gutter. Don't descend into the gutter. Be frontal. When response to you are doing good. We are following you. But don't descend into the gutter. And any person has to descend into the gutter. So this is the advice to the MPP for. Everybody and some of them catch akwabi kwatra ho o se yankopon wo de alupre no nam sora manana kufu adun ki that's so free asante region habari. You see, so this is the advice to the MPP for. But I think that a female marking and the minority, so they've done well. I must doff my heart to them. Buy idea pa. They have been very honest and sincere. Yet in some MPP in opposition, MPP in power, in some of the firma come kekai. Yet here, some George and kekai. Yaman from kekai. Yet here, baby crowd almost say talk on a women organizer of the MPP. And no one in and frankly, could you number one? And now, Manasa Zura, Coca said, be so near Cossudia, when you know. Kosha dear baby Manasa Zura. How made you not Kosha Tema baby Manasa Zura. That is the situation we find ourselves. That is the situation. So, I brought you the enemy Dobia, some boy, both indeed and in spirit. Lawyer cry na sign bill no man. Bill no cry lawyer ni ba kuni gina lawyer do. He did what?
Okay. Now Yerisha Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Eko shared minority. He said na ubo omudi bo omu abaso. Abo omu abaso pa. Say omu na ejina mu magana fo.
Oh naka.
Omu na ejina mu magana.
Naka another pre ema speech bi o parliament. I think say ye nura usenanu. No share. As up and down.
Yes.
Very brilliant. Now, entity be because NDC majority no. What happened?
Two.
Oh. Ha. Honestly speaking, I am who.
Lawyer, my young share Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Now coming. But Dr. Baumia future no and my brother share minority no. Na young share the future of the my Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia. What tufu?
Oh yeah,
to what would they the day
and he was forthright. Say look, me in casa me tarubiachi. Beyond family during a campaign. That is point number 1. 2, make trend DC for. Motion ye from until that. As a pen Dr. Baumia can ya wakamboni. We were in this country, me and Madame Foy, baby, I'm a cousin on there. me bibia di na tema me unte se makasa tia no da vision kasa tia no da sabme jamfi o se police soldiers mu position on one that issue bro for first
coterminous to President Akufo-Addo term
coterminous. So you see, but I think that now so I can tell Sabi Jamfi say on share me okay now your man of few moments later few moments later so I can say we need to be very careful.
Now come say Dr. Bawumia videos video near ready now or the attention now you share the foot
and the man to where me can say we shall not dompre on my woman tutorials in parliamentary procedures. Tutorials
near majority leader Ekokasa I am from Zui.
No. I'm not on pressure say paper we say ya yen say ya paper we say ya yen say
majority leader na Ekokasa ye e ka kire ne say wo sua de e ma say me leadership no be to me mu and ye say na wo say ye no wo kire no wo say mo ye na wo kire owura mama ya ga kire no wo kire rade pa
achi wona kakra bi. But it looks like the coming to power of President Mahama no any NDC about power bi no aboa Ghana for amenya opportunity ahu say sa be kodi nyina nya ni nyina na epu na be kodi nyina ebi wa na Manchester bayire be kodi nyina ebi wa na ya afase ye konom nyina sa na ya bobo apetese ni bia sa ya konom no na nya Guinness o anya ya asa wa Guinness o na ya asa wa ho apetese ni bia. That is what is happening. So no see ye and no ubisa we say so anya answer ye beto ababia mpega nsa ni hu majority minority a majority from Grenza because masebe democrat on kasada
that bio
on kasada
ebi nyo case how
ya bi after ye president atisa wakasa be ba kwa na mprenu bidum kra de maintain da ya baba jama ko sha na nani ya se wan kasada okobe 12 years wan kasada. So the MPs mo ya de me ya so de mitumfo MPs ni so amode mo ho hyehyem ewo elections no polling station elections no munyan na emwa mo
wo mu faith no.
No, you see, let's be fair with you see this time a bad no so be the court on fan court on fa en court eduru ho say ekoto about general elections on court on fa en court sa na bidim ye kataso na MPP lost a lot of seats and this na na one hodene for me na and this na na one hodene na nya this asante achim and this na nya this be kataso miamiaso so me de ni na bom advice to the MPP for no polling station executive elections ya moye baby ayekama baby so de anya
but am suggesting crowd de pa
generally na some MPP no mu say person like MP no na secretary no kwa no ba listing this time there but you know
a treasure party no transparency Dr. Bawumia kan a treasure enya I say party ni siesie no ho akọ power and nti wo munya bibi e ma Ghana fo mu say wo ma ye ready for power
am I ready
and was sound so say
Ghana for so agibatu
one ta obi achi no onye na dwen say wo yi MPB afiri ho enti enkoye say Dr. Bawumia na di we ba Dr. Bawumia na di we ba
ajoso die okay
wo Dr. Bawumia ka so odi obi e ba
ajoso lawyer asem okay ababia ni
me
akonya no toye be bie to o ma bia kopre me ko ye campaign ma Porsche abronya yire no o contest bi ya ko ye campaign anye yi na sa so na bebe ye ne bebe mu a
na mu bie mu a
o wi kwa kutira na so ho adai na ese ye de Metro TV at the same ochere
good evening Ghana.
Now good evening Ghana so be contest what is wrong about that? What is wrong about that? Say you will contest here. So a good evening Ghana so to bet my concern. So what is wrong? Only could train as so Diana. You should stop that. So man called Baumia won't. You should stop that.
And no, sir.
Some can buy but
one can direct. But Ebia, the year no amo bia fan sabat. That's the video me who ye no me ya. Say but
no.
Well, so a good pal. Very good.
Tambiana MPP and you have been very helpful to the constituency.
Yes, well, you're very good. Well, she
your primaries now work support one candidate. Who your campaign sticker? Who you want him sticker? And so next sticker on camp Baumia committee na party na sticker can. So sticker can. So why are you complaining?
There was you say. And yes, be obi akoso Dr. Baumia say ye ni camp bia NPP ni camp bia wo mti mo amu wo mu na mo yes we camp no mo ni camp bia wo mu eye NPP
omo ni asem
enti so obi ko support obi a mo akoto aba na wie party na ba be party baako nti mo obi amfa nchichemu ma say because support we ye di man party e bia se bi koso na nya kan wo ye party ni can the equatia wono? And man unconquer, yes, say, or call baby, that's not I say, I had.
Look at what is happening in the NDC. Then we better I can say, General Mosquito or one more than at the grassroots. No, I followed it up with this statement. Say, so on your she, then some no back from now at the time on back up promise. Then someone. Obeki kano onya hwe yi me kana ha same metimi hwe petata kremu a he's a formidable force he's not a mere pushover but onya hwe yi ni some obeki kano onya hwe yi me kan ye no fofia nto ata nyoko no tamali no hwe ho nsem aba
sa niema yakokọ kosi eya maje papa bi edi na nsem a wobeka bia no woka ekonanima bonse na asem na ba ekonanima na asem na be yie pie papa no beka se esiedu nketia bekeka nsem bi na sa nsem na wobeka no ebe affect no e election na nsem pi papa no em se
if indeed it is true say muntaka na kan ya say omo bisa no say general cancer asim we na what na say o say never respond to fool meaning say I no be
yeah but how na drisu video de mahunu
ano de o hwa enye recent asema si bi nkatia kan ya
no a was say thank you Tono. I say the original one also President Mama thank you Tono. And yet curtain razor now will be you know as a curtain razor there not just to say
yeah so so let's quickly go to another topic.
Okay. Now yanko asante achim there independent MP
so because of action on one so you should carry his own cross.
But
what do I do? You see in law criminal matter no your friend action impersonal criminal matter no say onko udia onko ane onko nya wasamo onko that is how so back no how do you tell me say better Ghana abandon the fabro lawyer for it is wrong.
So MP or a member of parliament
of personal on onko that is how we should do it. Say you say Ghana phobia was South Africa. Na asemato omo no dia. You see it? There's a difference between Baba South Africa and Onko.
Na so mo abra no mo bo.
Ono abra no ba, but in the name of Ghana, this one Ghana should go and protect their citizen. But the Asante Achimwa no. Minka so default, minka so dibem.
That be.
No benya no should be some cross. But it will not be fair, sir. What the Ghana sika behind lawyer. Say uncle defend them. It will not be fair.
Na ban no point.
I don't care. I don't want to be honest. Nana in 206. MPP MP now I'm in US. So Ghana Banam first can cause him could defend them.
MPP and NDC.
So I mean just let him be there. He should carry his own cross. About say Namatis I said the mama see MPP for. Mon country mamma so nya sanse mu. Sabi ka frache sebi nyado. Mamma no nya sanse hu ka. MPP for na yede.
Oh, ware humu.
No, but MPP for na yede. It's like a Badukobi, send be on a nama kika. Badukobi, there's a clip of so what when you're here. Or what I santini bar, a bay say. In fact, the former, when answer, and so say, and when I fought, and yes, sir. Now, so far, a son denim, now preaching no cassassin. Now, the action man on the bell master review. Bekunum so better say yere ma yem mabiwa. What is wrong about that? Why na ko fa asem naba? Why na ko fa suba naba? Why na ko fa meye naba? Why na mo koka? Mo na ma mo keka nyina. What is say mensa utable no mo atra ho akeka sanse ne bida. What's that? And that mensa utable in the benye nipa. So he has been very profound, very professional. But I follow. Now, so but what can I so regua? Says I said, I'm on the Iraq court, yeah, interlocutory injunction. Who cares? But you want to buy we my first spiritual realm, we benya. Now, no Nigeria pastor be or assassinate moon when EPL no. As I say, ask now when pastor, we are so. We didn't get so. Now we work out now say me could feel Boahen so we make on us.
Oh, self prophecy there a bit me a fan chain.
You don't do that. You see, you don't do that. When the kids are personal in Anya.
The do and yes, be or yes so far and I say well hunu. Maybe a nipa so the other fans so bompire and Tidamia Sama.
But do could be or say Bernard and Commission and I come on and done and all. What was when I said say Yabini, very did it. Kofi Oduro beka se power wo a e power ni ho a o ne obeka abanfo so ba na power ni ho no beka na odidi atem
say government or platform yes o de omo e kasa amanfo tie na gugu so omo defending no tie yes no problem
na just be tuanaka na wakota na ho so ni power mu mpaye mu
say obi a woni aha be fa nsa say so for de odi na mum bia na you don't chip in ourselves like that.
No,
you soon sorry, man. Problem.
Yes, the problem with us in Africa, literacy, the level of education, the level of education, and then the poverty in Africa, the poverty, so you have mass death, yeah. I'm a yesu baba nyame baba yemu yesi Guyana yesi Kenya nina. These are societies here and a common amanu. Now what can you do Austria ama Italy say and Germany say I Caratas Roman 4 Caratas walk Usora kwano pako didi and you didi free bonto Caratas free bonto.
Let everybody. Yeah, best sorry, see. Video be circulate to social media pa. Professor Ahoy comment bi akwa akoma e dia fa decentralization. I said me name
no see Professor Ahoy watch them at the other.
Okay.
Yeah, Professor Ahoy, the longest serving minister for local government and rural development from 1982 to 2000, 18 years. A point in time, crown so better someone who are essentially acting minister for foreign affairs. Now, then some more kind in your period. I will not rapid shit say, young Tom Kenny, but I will not so not accept say. I will welcome it because you see, comparison of Asante and a Dagmo. that one, I'll call it disingenuous.
Wow.
Disingenuous in the sense that I've always been saying, say, kingdom, and yes, something that gone.
Oh, be I say, I know Mum
Because some of the twice say, and others, Asante, Dagbon, and others. Because you kingdom, Asante, your kingdom, Dagbon, your kingdom, Gonja, your kingdom, Mampusi, your kingdom, Nanumba, your kingdom, and Wong, your kingdom. I've been saying this always. Damn the consequences, damn the insults. Damn the consequences, damn the insults. So, Professor Boy should have said, decentralization, say, Yamano Kosropa, Nase, Asante, Dagbon, Gonja, Mampusi, Nanumba, and Beka Sabeti, Ghana will suffer. Yeah, that is true. But you know, who can say what it be or in your kingdom? It be in your kingdom, it be as one stew. But once to know landmark, a very vast. What I said, once to know landmark. Imagine if the Concomers decide, said they are going away. Imagine if the Chokosis decide, said they are going away. Imagine if the Kusasis, imagine the Wallace, the Dagatas, the Sisales, the Chumurus, the Mo, the Banda, and etc., 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 etc. So that analysis is not here. Now another thing I wrong and I say, so decentralization, yeah, no kosora, it be a problem. That is, you are a professor, you don't speak like that. America is about 50 states. What is America today?
Maybe I said you must manage no. Yeah, to me managing sir.
Education, the availability of resources, good leadership, matured leadership. And you see, Nigeria is 36 states, but Nigeria 2027 you have to obey. You sure you that Nigeria will break. You sure you that more especially now that Peter Obi has formed a new party, NDC. Peter Obi and Kwangwaso, they have formed a new party. So it is not going to be easy for Tinubu because you have the APC will be there, the NDC is there, and then the Jonathan Goodluck party also will be there. So coming back to Ahoy, that decentralization, Professor Ahoy, how did you feel? Oh, party Asante, party Yesefi. Now, can you know why can Ufri Kasi now call regional capital? It can take you 12 hours. And then the decentralization to be the regional capital about Yoso. And then decentralization will be the regional capital about Techiman. Or the regional capital about Onya, why are they? Or the Konalungu? Onya, why are they? And then decentralization. Decentralization. Never in the history of this country Ufa Akufado, the number of courthouses for Akufado see here. The Ghana had that. The Ghana had that. The number of courthouses. And then the number of district assembly buildings Akufado and Ajekum Kufusi. The big mad that. Decentralization per district Awamukreti here. Akufado and Ajekum. A big mad that. Proper decentralization. Now, why we have more trouble doing this 18 years as a minister? This is capital sign a criteria. As a lawyer, courthouse will sign our criteria. So you stop playing to the gallery. And I said, okay, or no, intimate law conclusion. But the advice and case of the main and say, Mumenya, yo, me when you better my Ghana. And you are right. And you are right. Ya traga se bi anwona nia ye di nwagura da chi bi beka semeti anwafo so be sorry bi beka semeti asantefo bi beka semeti abonofo bi beka semeti name them. So you should say, so let's make this country one and a united party.
Good.
That is how you should have said it.
Thank you. Lawyer Nana Obiri Boahen no State of Ghana any lawyer answer ne be kono ma Nana Kwame Moye ni emfa birthday baku we no nipa no utimi we nipa was some pa na nipa Sunday sa birthday no ba no.
Sir.
Enya sam ketewa. Na chairman Wuntumi. Junior brother. Junior brother. David say yen wish papa yi emma no. Na yen wish Mr. Isaac Ofori Amuakon. Mr. Isaac Ofori Amuakon. Mama Bawadaruma to sumay na yen wish no na yen sorry. Bra easy waterproof paint.
Yeah, I brought your investment company no. 0243 22 55 92 0243 22 55 92. I brought your investment company. Auntie Nachia will be answer. So yeah.
I will see for a wish birthday win. Happy birthday to Mr. Isaac Ofori Amuakon.
And then next week.
That now try review.
Okay.
Mr. Isaac Ofori Amuakon, Chief Executive Officer. Woda Ike City Hotel ano Tema Community 25. Regina Ade Manager Ike City Hotel Tema Community 25. So she happy birthday. Regina say, see you happy birthday to you. Nyanko portrait diampo onka ho pa. Na mfom fra dumo enko adumo. Sanso ena mame say we wish Mr. Isaac Ofori Amuakon, Chief Executive Officer. Oda chese Ike City Hotel ano ewo Tema Community 25. And pay also wish you happy birthday. Chese adofo no dosun. Sai na say yen nyina ene wo mo maka wo wish you nyina say happy birthday nyankopo enka ho pa ene o birthday enye das from kokra enfa nhira emeka ho lawyer ye ko na abroad investment company no wo bi a wo bi de oka
no ba ebeda yama
na no na me ni obi kasa oya krotie ni a won sam free fa sikasem bi ho nti any dan bi ho adum sense bi anti utieni a won sa emfre na chese
abroad investment ebeyama ntina na aja na so Ghana lusu Mexico anyeyi o so Ghana na see sometimes I me can send me because NPP time na omu bisa some job be about blasters so blasters in to say
abai no
abu sam bisa President Mahama o say blasters na nya de te say
abai no o say black stars no more money to say abai no
say no so buy no blasters no friendly matches na o ma bo ne na o ma nwene ne nkra no ma bo for enye ye
enti Ghana for so ka say black stars modern bot to say abai modern wa obe feel say
see ye paying for ye kasa mo me kasa say pay for you get to a certain position, you don't behave like no be am better than me MPP ni no ma di and this that be
atichira rough meanwhile ya nana do breso just say the 8 years ni na no wa atichi ni pass awo ansa no obechi obi kura no ni pada ya dia just say
manasa zuri kokan ya ono onyansen
okotwere open letter
so you see we should live above certain things ye koyanimu ye mpemfu moment na no me kan ba bi ase Martin Pebuse MPP former Ofura Tamara we kan ntibuji say lawyer nipa na kan we minim if indeed it is true and me ra ho am
nyashi
because see how can you say political party which is a legal entity opposition on can chere at the same hey ofurata somra how
la fancy ani anko abusiafo the state of Ghana and utie yen na wo hwe yen nana foko djumo ene bidin bra bitremu de ma ohin ba na asiedu na mama ba obidi GH and so tena master